back home again in Indiana, and it seems that I can see.
The biggest pull in for people to come to Little Five is the fact that this is the largest intramural event in the nation, and that the sole purpose of this is for students working to help their other students, their peers. I think that spirit of philanthropy is something that is unique to IU and the Student Foundation, and I think that that's something you can't really find anywhere else in the country, and it's something you have to see to believe.
I think some people maybe don't realize just exactly how true it is that this event is student-run and student-led. And why that is important, why that matters, the students who are putting that on are gaining incredibly valuable leadership experience. The students who are involved in the Student Foundation, they've been awake all night, this week up until 3 and 4 in the morning, changing a soccer stadium into a Little 500 stadium. That doesn't just happen, without a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
So there's a lot that goes into the Little 500, surprisingly, and basically everything aside from the bleachers we set up with the pit boards, the logo, the lollipops, which are back here, which is what counts each team's laps, and there's just there's a million different other things that they all come together and culminate in what is the Little 500.
A lot of people think, it's the biggest party weekend. I mean, it is, but at the same time, the whole reason for it is for the scholarships. We all kind of come together to make this happen. It's a whole school event.
Over the history of the program, we've given well over $1 million away in scholarships to students who work their way through school. And that's what the premise of the whole race was founded on. And then over the years, it just grew and grew to become one of the main collegiate sports on campus outside of the NCAA sports. And what's great is it's all amateur. What grew to be the world's greatest college weekend just continued on for years.
The thing about Little Five is it really doesn't change much. All these many years later, we're in the 64th running of the men's race, and all the stuff sort of leading up to the race. The parade has been the same for the last several years. We always do skydivers if the weather permits. We value those traditions so much here. We really have a rich culture. Those kinds of things are what people look forward to, and keeps people coming back year after year.
For students to really care about the university, they have to do more than just go to class and get their degree. They have to do additional things and get to know a piece of the university. Then they become stakeholders. And when they're stakeholders, they'll be advocates for the university. They'll send their children here when the time's right. And so the importance of the Little Five and the whole Student Foundation is engagement.
There is no better activity anywhere on a college campus than Little Five, from the perspective that it is students doing it for fun. And one of the things that an event like the Student Foundation and Little 500 is, it gives somebody at a school with 40,000 students a place to call home.